Live from WTVO 17 and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Rockford's latest shooting victim is a toddler. We're live from the neighborhood where police want to know how a 3-year-old ended up dead.
The Winnebago County Health Department eases rules for restaurants struggling with COVID. It lets customers eat inside while still following a list of restrictions.
A State Line woman hopes her survival story inspires others. Her struggle now is to spread information about a deadly disease and save lives.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. The city of Rockford's deadly year keeps getting worse.
Someone shot and killed a preschooler inside a Rockford apartment late this morning. Michelle Rave is live from the neighborhood where detectives are looking for clues. Michelle?
Eric, Mimi, as you can see, it's a very active scene out here. We can see crime scene tape and a broken window where just hours ago, Rockford police responded to a call of shots fired and they found a victim, a 3-year-old boy. The toddler was inside with several adults when someone fired off several shots around 11 this morning. Police have not said what happened, but we saw several bullet holes on the outside of the building. The little boy was hit in the head and rushed to Swedish American Hospital, but he didn't make it. Rockford police tell me those adults inside at the time of the shooting were taken to the police department to be interviewed. This is just another shooting in the city in the past few days, and police are begging people to come forward.
When you see a young victim like this, it just brings it closer to home and makes it more emotional and more tragic. But we know this crime, like every other crime, somebody knows something. There's somebody in the community who has information who can help us solve the case. So obviously we always implore the community to bring that information forward.
Like I mentioned before, police haven't told us any more details at this time, but coming up at 6, I spoke with a resident who's lived here for over 20 years, and she tells me what she heard. For now, reporting live in Rockford for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
Thanks, Michelle. Mayor Tom McNamara addressed today's murder with a plea to witnesses to say something. McNamara vented his frustration with the recent violence in the city during a health department briefing. 26 people have been murdered this year. That's only 5 away from the 1-year record of 31 set back in 1996. McNamara says the increase in homicides can be connected to gang violence. He stressed young kids like today's victim shouldn't have to worry about becoming a statistic.
A 3-year-old should be playing with little cars and trucks and enjoying their life and having absolutely no worry. Shouldn't know what COVID is, shouldn't know what any of this craziness is. They should know that they're loved and that they're cared for and they're in a safe place because they're in their home. It's ludicrous.
Coming up at 6, we'll hear more from Mayor McNamara as he makes his case for speaking out against the violence.
2 Rockford men are indicted on murder charges after the man they're accused of brutally beating dies. Harry Lawson and Dylan Myers had already been charged with attempted murder. Back in March, the pair allegedly beat a man and dumped him in a parking lot on 20th Avenue. The victim died in June, nearly 3 months later. He has not been identified. Both men are in the Winnebago County Jail. If convicted, they face up to 60 years behind bars.
The rate of new coronavirus cases in the area shows no signs it's on the decline. The 7-day positivity rate for Region 1 is now 10.3%. That's up slightly from Wednesday. Joe Davis County led the way at 12%. Winnebago County's at 11.4%. Boone and Lee counties are close behind. Carroll County has the lowest rate at 6.7%. Region 1's now been above 8% positivity for 18 days.
The restrictions that come with that high positivity rate have businesses like bars and restaurants struggling. Some aren't shy about openly defying the rules in place. They say it's the only way they can survive. Winnebago County's health department comes up with a compromise that will allow customers back inside for dining. Dylan Saraki explains how it will work.
Eric and Mimi, bars and restaurants will be allowed to seat 25 diners inside under the latest guidance.
We understand that this has been a disproportionate impact on our bars and restaurants.
The Winnebago County Health Department outlines a plan to allow limited indoor dining, even though Region 1 remains under additional mitigations for COVID-19.
So your household could come and sit at a table. My household will be 6 feet away at a different table, and another household 6 feet away at a different table.
You have to make reservations, and parties will be capped at 6 people. There will be a 90-minute limit, after which the entire dining room must be cleaned before more people will be let in.
We're going to turn it over so that we've got fresh air exchange, the whole site gets sanitized, and then we can bring in the next seating.
The announcement comes after the health department issued orders of closure to 3 Loves Park restaurants for failure to comply with Region 1 mitigations. Neighbors Bar and Grill was asked to close, but instead chose to stay open. One longtime employee says the restaurant is planning on following these new guidelines.
I'm thankful that they're going to be able to work with us because I know that the health department's going against Pritzker's mitigations by allowing us to stay open. So I'm thankful that they're going to give us an opportunity to be able to run our business and do what we can to be able to survive.
The guidelines are in effect starting today, but Martell expects it will take restaurants a little bit of time to fully implement them. In Winnebago County, for your home team, I'm Dylan Saraki.
The spike in COVID-19 cases forces a state-line long-term care facility to evacuate. 50 residents are being moved out of Walnut Acres in Freeport. Affected families have already been contacted. Changes are also being made inside the facility. Among them, group activities have been canceled and residents are eating meals in their rooms. Visitors are no longer allowed, and that includes outdoor guests. A local survivor uses Breast Cancer Awareness Month to make sure others are on the lookout for cancer.
Melissa Stuckey was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018. The mom was just 34. She says she discovered a lump during a shower. Stuckey underwent more than 6 months of treatment, including chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. She says she decided to speak up after a friend told her her diagnosis could have a bigger meaning.
That really hit me hard. That really hit me to the core. That yes, this is a terrible thing that I'm having to go through, but if I can get a sense of fulfillment, turn something bad into something good, get a sense of fulfillment out of this, you're right, that's what I want my mission to be.
Breast cancer affects more than 260,000 women in the United States every year.
Today marked the 4th and final day of the confirmation hearing for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. Judge Barrett did not face questions. Instead, senators heard from witnesses. Republican witnesses spoke to her credentials as a jurist, while Democratic witnesses spoke about the possible effects of Barrett's voice on the Supreme Court.
Judge Barrett's integrity, judicial temperament, professional competence met the very high standards for appointment to our Supreme Court.
I share the concern that any judge who opposes the ACA endangers a lifeline that my patients count on to stay healthy, and in many cases, to stay alive.
The Judiciary Committee vote is scheduled for next Thursday. The full Senate will likely vote before the end of the month.
Both candidates for President of the United States are set to hold competing televised town halls. President Donald Trump is slated to take part on NBC from Miami. Former Vice President Joe Biden is scheduled to appear from Philadelphia on ABC, which will be right here on WTVO. Both town halls start at 7. Those events replace the second debate that had been scheduled for tonight. The Commission on Presidential Debates wanted to change the format from in-person to virtual, but President Trump did not want to take part.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Leaves blowing around a little more, all thanks to the brisk northwesterly wind. Don sharing his fall picture with us. Beautiful tree colors along the river. Absolutely gorgeous. Don, thank you so much for that. And Jared sharing his fall photo of a creek along with some fall scenery. King at WTVO.com is where you can share those fall pictures. It felt a little more fall-like out there, especially with our temperatures dropping a good 20 degrees from where we were yesterday. A live look with our Marcial SkyTrack camera out of the Rochelle Airport. Lots of sunshine to be had after we dealt with some cloud cover out there earlier today. However, with that clear sky and that colder air mass, our temperatures will drop back in some spots down into the upper 20s. So as a result, a freeze warning has been issued for all of northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin, our first freeze warning of the season, and could very well put an end to our growing season with those sub-freezing temperatures. So let's kind of look at the numbers here as we go through the night tonight and into tomorrow. Temperatures now in the low 50s will drop back through the 40s, and we'll see those numbers drop off rather quickly as the sun does set. Most of us getting down to about 30 or 31 degrees tomorrow morning, but some of the more typical cool spots, so let's say like Freeport and Rochelle, you guys could fall into the upper 20s. And if you reach that 28-degree or lower threshold, then that would be considered a killing freeze. So just be prepared for some cold temperatures. Winds won't be as strong, but the wind does pick up during the afternoon tomorrow. Now we'll start off with some sunshine. However, cloud cover builds up late morning going into the early afternoon. You see those clouds overhead. And from that, a quick passing shower will be possible as our temperatures get back into the mid-50s. It'll be another windy day tomorrow. Southwesterly winds. Those winds are only going to pick up, though, on Saturday, at times gusting close to 45 miles per hour. 50 right now, our temperature in Freeport, 53 here in Rockford. We're down to 49 in Galena and 49 also in Monroe, and we're still dealing with that northwesterly wind coming in at about 5 up to 15 miles per hour. Mention those windy days. Wind gusts tomorrow 25 to 30 miles per hour, and winds will be gusting on Saturday close to 45. We have high pressure building in this evening. That's actually sliding to our south, but our next system up across the northern Rockies and northern Plains, that'll work through tomorrow, and that's where we get some of the cloud cover. So let's kind of time this all out here as we go over the next 48 hours. You see those clear skies staying with us here as we go through the night tonight and even into tomorrow. But once we hit that noon hour, we've got the cloud cover that'll build up as we head through the afternoon. Kind of went through that a little quickly. Forgot to put a pause point in there. But by about 11, 12 o'clock, the latest one, I think we'll start to see a couple of spotty showers develop. It's not going to be really widespread, but we'll see some of that shower activity move in. Cloud cover does build in then Friday night into Saturday. We're mostly dry. Could see a shower early on Saturday as temperatures will make it back into the lower 60s. But again, the downfall is going to be that wind. 50 then on Sunday. Another cold front comes in. That'll keep us in the low 50s for the start of early next week, but we'll get that little bump, guys, in the temperatures towards the middle to end of next week.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lepper.
It doesn't get much better than what we'll get Sunday afternoon from the NFL. Aaron Rodgers against Tom Brady, the Packers and the Buccaneers. Two slam dunk first ballot Hall of Famers, no doubt. Surprisingly, for as long as these two guys have been around, this will be only the third time they've gone head-to-head. Rodgers won the first matchup in 2014. Brady won the second in 2018 while with the Patriots. Rodgers admires Brady's longevity and the way Brady continues to adapt as he ages.
What Tom does is he's always trying to work on something new. If you look at his gun footwork over the years, he's done just about everything, from right foot forward to left foot forward. Him and I had a conversation about that a number of years ago. Now he's square stance. He's always fiddling with things to try and get that little advantage.
The warm-up act to Rodgers-Brady's Sunday will be Foles against Bridgewater, the Bears and the Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater is off to a good start as a Panther. He's completing 73% of his passes. He's thrown 6 touchdown passes. He torched the Bears last year while playing for the Saints. As for Foles, he knows the Bears' offense needs to get better, and he's seen some encouraging signs in practice.
In football, everybody's going to be on the same page and execute at a certain level. So when we go practice and really work through it. And I felt like today we went out there, was everything perfect? No, but I felt like there was a lot of good conversations and we were able to work through different things and different looks. So, but the big thing, like you said, is applying all that on game day.
The Bears and Panthers play at noon Sunday. The Packers-Buccaneers game is at 3:25, and it's a Fox doubleheader Sunday. That means we'll be bringing you both games on Fox 39. Tonight on Fox 39, it's baseball playoff action. Game 4 of the NLCS between the Dodgers and the Braves. Game time is 7:08. There's no disputing White Sox first baseman Jose Abreu had a phenomenal season. The Sporting News won't disagree. It's named Abreu the Sporting News MLB Player of the Year. Abreu is only the third White Sox player in history to receive that honor. The other two were Frank Thomas and Early Wynn. Abreu led the American League in hits, RBI, and slugging percentage. He ranked second in home runs. He's only the fourth player in American League history to lead the league in hits and RBI in the same season. Here's the Fab Four in that exclusive club to lead the league in hits and RBIs. Lou Gehrig in 1931, Carl Yastrzemski in 1967, and Jim Rice in 1979, and now Jose Abreu. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Our first warning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and more. Will stay nice and clear here as we go through the night tonight. A freeze warning going into effect for all of the area. It gets cold tonight and temperatures stay cool into next week.
All right, thanks, Candace.
Stay safe.